ladies and gentlemen of all ages, boys and girls. Thank you for tuning in to yet another episode of Angry Meat Production. We appreciate you coming in and letting us be a part of your lives week in and week out. We hope to do our best to present you with something that your eardrums delight in. Whether you're looking at us on YouTube or Rumble, or listening to us on Spotify, Google, or Anchor, or any of the other podcast services that we are currently on or trying to get on. We thank you. And if you don't mind, at the end of every episode, stop by, leave us a comment, leave us a like. If it asks for 5 stars, we'll take 5 stars, even if you don't like us. 5 stars are what it's all about. With that being said, we hope you enjoy our attempt to make our advocation our vocation. Ladies and gentlemen, let the games begin.
Welcome, angry faithful. We're at 110 on Nerd Sports, and today we're going to talk about, I think it's sports hockey. Basically, it's a sport where they have these like roll stools, and they spin them around, and it's like skateboarding, but with the stool.
You mean like a mechanics dolly, like, you know, with the
no, it's
underneath?
not those are it's literally think of something that looks like one of those hoverboards.
Can you imagine jousting on those things? Dude, so how awesome would that be? Mechanic trolley jousting.
I kind of think that I've done that. Yeah, I did. Because we had those when I was working for ABB, and we did that one day.
Nice.
But yes, I tell you, okay, so at least for a few more weeks, I still have to use these crutches, right? So when I go to the store, because I have to get out of the damn house, dude. I've been going absolutely batshit crazy. So I get out of the house, and I have no ill-conceived illusions of grandeur. My arms are not that great right now, and I'm not going to smoke myself trying to crutch around a grocery store, right? So I'll get in one of those hover around carts, like the little battery powered ones.
Oh my God. How do we not have video of this already?
Dude, I get these crutches, and the only thing I can think of is jousting. Like, you know, I mean, they've got a pretty good turning radius on them.
Well, like, think about it. Anybody that gets in your way in the aisle, you just stick that thing on the front there. It's like a cattle guard on the train.
Yeah.
Just I mean, like, okay, put them
so
in there in a wedge.
So the first time I used one, Mindy and I took my boys to Target to get their mother something for Mother's Day, right? You know, because we're trying to be good people. And well, I'm trying to be a good person. My wife's already a good person. Okay. So my boys are giving me 10 shades of hell about it. So I'm like, okay. But the whole time, like, we're going through these aisles, right? And I've got the crutch tucked up underneath my arm like this. And people come by, and I'm like, have it be.
You have been paid.
Like,
you found wanting.
Yes, I did. I said that because we went through the self-checkout, and you know how they record you, right? I looked straight into that camera, and I gave that line.
Oh, that's fantastic.
And Colin, of all people, he looks at me and he goes, "We can't take you anywhere."
Worth it.
It was so totally worth it.
100%.
Oh, okay. So really not a ton going on in the baseball world. See here.
I'm looking at all the sports stuff. There's really not that much.
Oh no. As far as like hockey and the NBA, definitely something going on there. Newsworthy. NASCAR, the Coke 600's running currently right now. But let's see here. Football, yeah, not really a ton going on. I mean, they're just like, oh, who's most likely to go worst to first? And everybody's got like, okay, so they're like the Bears, the Broncos, or the Browns. And I'm just like, how about none of them? None of the above. In hockey, the only thing that's really going on right now, game 6 of the Western Conference Finals between Vegas and Dallas is going on. Vegas still leads that series 3-2, but Dallas just kind of refuses to go away. So, it would be kind of nice to see Dallas come all the way back and play for the Stanley Cup. If they can get there, I seriously think that that's going to be a dogfight between Florida and Dallas. If I had to pick right now, if the Stars end up going to the Stanley Cup final, I'm going to pick the Stars in 6. I know that sounds like a conservative pick, but the way that Florida has been playing, I mean, they're rested right now. I mean, they're spending their days practicing basically, and they're just waiting to see whether or not they're going to play their first game at home or if they're going to play the first game on the road. So that's all that they're waiting on. And it could be advantageous. I mean, you've got either Dallas or Vegas. They're going to be coming into the series off of a very hotly contested Western Conference final. And Florida is going to be sitting there, rusty. They're going to be rested, but they're going to be rusty because, I mean, you can practice, but as far as like professional level sports, especially the NHL, just like land nav, it's a perishable skill, ladies and gentlemen. So, I mean, I'm not saying that Florida is going to get blown away in that Stanley Cup final, but they would definitely be nice to see. Like I said, NASCAR right now, they're currently running the Coke 600. It's live right now at Charlotte. And ladies and gentlemen, it is official Angry Me production. Nerd Sports. We're going to the races in September at Texas Motor Speedway. We ordered our tickets last night. We're going to be sitting. Let me see here. Let me get to that app real quick. Pull up our tickets. We are going to be sitting in section PL 128, which is the lower level. Row number 1, seats 7 through 9.
Yeah.
And where our tickets are at are right in between the exit of pit road and the entrance to turn 1. So we are going to be right there, basically on the fence, and it's going to be glorious. So be on the lookout for that. The closer that we get to it, I think probably what we need to do is we need to kind of ramp up some behind the scenes stuff as far as like what we're going to do as far as production is going to be concerned. I know that we're going to be doing a lot of vlogging, maybe even go live. I know that I've got over 1,000 followers on my individual TikTok page, so we may be able to go live there, and we can just tagging.
You can go live no matter
our show
what.
page. We can go live on our page now.
Yeah, we can go. You can go live on any page. They set it up.
Well, no, as far as TikTok, you have to have 1,000 followers before you can go live.
I've tried.
Weird.
I've got a little over 20. I've got almost 2,500 followers on my page, so we can use my page to do whatever lives that we're going to do.
I'm going to tell you this right now, though. The problem with going live, and the reason why a lot of people don't do it, is because when you have that much people there.
Oh, I know, it's called bandwidth. Yeah, no, I get it.
We're probably
got some of their 5G UC towers in that area. And the last time that I was down in the Roanoke area where the track is at, I did the speed test on my phone. Mm-hmm. Dude, it's even during like rush hour, like in the middle of the afternoon, it's still pulling almost 600 megs a second.
Oh, wow.
So, I'm good with that. So, I mean, even if we don't get to go live, I mean, we can do some live or some videos. from all three of our individual pages as well as the show page. But I'm excited. I'm chomping at the bit. I cannot wait for September. So
It'd be fantastic.
oh, then on top of that, it's like, my lovely wife is like, just go have a guys weekend. And I was like, yeah. She's like, yeah. I was like, nice. So in the NBA, I know I don't talk about the NBA a lot because we just really don't focus on basketball a ton here. But it seems like the Boston Celtics are on the verge of doing something that only one other Boston team has done, and that has come back from being down 3-0 in a best of 7 series. They play Game 7 at TD Garden in Boston tonight against the Miami Heat. If the Celtics can pull this off, oh Nelly. Johnny Damon, who was a member of the 2004 Red Sox squad, was in Miami for Game 6 wearing his 2004 World Series ring. So I think that being the game's going to be in Boston, I think that the entire 2004 Red Sox team needs to show up in mass in their jerseys just as a sign of support. I think that would be absolutely amazing. That game tips off tonight at 7:30 Central Time. So I'm probably going to be watching that. Depending on how late the race runs, I'm going to be flipping back and forth on that. But yeah, I mean, there's really, as far as like sports is concerned, there's not a ton going on this week. It's been kind of a slow week. LeBron's still doing a little bit of gum flapping, but past that, I'm just like,
half the time you don't even want to mention it because it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Now,
I did see one thing. The and you can look this up online. The Formula One pavement redoing the pavement in Las Vegas, which is costing them $1.3 billion. It's actually pretty interesting how they're doing it because it pulls it up and then it puts the rest of it down like a snap of the finger. Which I'm surprised they don't use that kind of technology on I-30 in Texas, but
I mean, I'm not saying anything, but 45.
Speaking of tracks, I saw a video on TikTok this past week of the leak on the track.
Oh yeah, you sent that to me.
Yeah, was it Friday, Saturday? I saw that.
Yeah,
Saturday. What happened? I didn't see any follow up on that. Whatever happened with that? Because they had to stop the race and like they were actually drilling holes to relieve pressure on.
Yeah, I've seen that a lot too. They've also done that at Atlanta during the NASCAR season, where the rain because Atlanta Motor Speedway, up until 2 years ago when it got revamped and reconfigured to be a super speedway, the soil and the aggregate underneath the racing surface would actually just swell with rainwater, and it's got nowhere to go. So there would be bulges in the track, and you would see them go out there with like hammer drills and drill holes, and it would just look like a geyser. And so what they would eventually do is just get a concrete saw, and they would go out there and they would cut relief lines in the racing surface to get the track to drain down towards the infield. And and then they put down some kind of an epoxy that with heat dries after dries harder than the asphalt itself after about, I don't know, 45 minutes. And then they go back to racing. It's just the weirdest damn thing. I'm like, whew. But yeah, no, it's funny to see that too, because I mean, when they're drilling holes in there, and it. So my wife and my sister-in-law are Grey's Anatomy fans, right? Like crazy. And
by extension, you are too.
By extension, I am too. And to be fair, they've kind of got me hooked because they've gone back to the beginning and they've started binge watching it all the way through. And I think we're on like season 6 now. And I'm like, okay, so it's not uncommon for like, the medical crisis to arise where somebody has to drill a burr hole into somebody's, head because the pressure on the brain. And as soon as you hear that, and as soon as they pull that drill bit out, you see that squirp, like, yep, okay.
little fountain come out.
Yeah. So all time, the Boston Celtics in Game 7, they played in 36 Game 7s over the course of their history, which is a league record. They are 27-9 in Game 7s, to include being 22-5 at home. So I understand that records being what they are, teams are different for every era. Rosters turn over like crazy these days. But I think that it is going to be deafeningly loud at TD Garden tonight. So I'm hoping for the best, because I would love, absolutely love, to see the bar fight that's going to break out between the Denver Nuggets and the Boston Celtics in the finals. That's just insane to me.
That'd be almost better than the game itself.
Yeah. So it's gonna be a good game, or a good series. As long as it gets that far, it's going to be an amazing series. Normally this would be about the time where we try to get a hold of Colin, but it's Memorial Day, and I'm willing to bet that his mom has him doing other things, which is okay, even though humanity as a whole is suffering because of it. Chris, you said you had some dad jokes.
Hold on. I'm gonna get this. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't hear anything.
I didn't hear anything at all.
So a lot like your sex life, it fell short and flaccid. Gotcha.
It'll show up on the stuff.
It'll show up on a blood test eventually.
Yeah. Just like a lot of things in my life.
What breed
Okay.
of dog can jump higher than a skyscraper?
Say what again?
What breed of dog can jump higher than a skyscraper? All of them. Skyscrapers can't jump. What state is known for its tiny beverages?
What?
Minnesota.
I child-proofed my house. Somehow they still keep getting in.
Why are nurses always running out of red crayons?
Why?
Because they have to draw blood. What do you call an illegally parked frog?
What?
Toad.
I saw that one coming. I was like, oh my God. Really?
You know how you make any salad into a Caesar salad?
Wow.
You stab it 23 times.
All right, last one. What's red and smells like blue paint?
Oh, God, what?
Red paint.
My God.
Oh, what's the difference between jelly and jam?
What?
You can't jelly a clown into a tiny car.
Well, I went to go see The Machine this weekend.
Oh, is that already?
Yeah, was it any good?
It was all right.
Yeah,
It was.
Well,
I expected more out of Mark Hamill.
Right?
No, it was. I don't know. I'm so used to like Euro Trip, stuff like that.
Right.
I mean, it was, or even The Hangover. I mean, it has some really messed up moments, that made you think, oh my God, why did they put this in there? But that's fucking hilarious. But it was kind of a I think the emotional stuff that was in the movie trumped over the comedy. You expect to be, laughing all the time and everything, but you're not. I mean, it is a comedy. It's a very good movie. I'd go see it.
Okay. So it's got comedy, but not quite on the level of I have a step ladder because my real ladder left when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you call headphones that walk out on their children? Deadbeats.
But it was still the funny stuff that was in it was very funny.
Damn it.
Yeah.
It
It wasn't funny.
Or when does a joke become a dad joke?
When the dad tells it.
No, when it leaves and never comes back.
Damn. Okay, that was a good one. That was fantastic. Looking for milk. He'll be back.
You get those kids that are like, I finally got to ask my deadbeat dad what makes him happy. He hasn't gotten back to me.
No. Damn it.
Sometimes it may be good, sometimes it may be shit.
See, we hear that now. Of course, that's the one we hear.
I don't know what it is, but hold on. I don't know what it is. A lot of them aren't like hitting as hard as the other ones.
Right, because it's not coming from a 14-year-old. David, I know the way that sounded, and it's
Crazy.
not the way that it
Not
wasn't
doing
meant to sound that way. I'm not trying to violate your probation.
He's jumping at 1,000 feet of fuel. It's good.
I miss a lot of those absent father jokes people used to tell. When are they coming back?
Oh. Oh man. On that one. I was
On a trip to Russia, we were, remember that last trip we took to Russia? We went to that stand-up comedy show and the guy was making fun of Putin. I mean, the jokes weren't that good, but I really loved the execution.
That reminds me.
it's funny because he's
That reminds me of the head of the Wagner group. He's like pissing all over the fucking military generals and everything. I'm surprised he's not dead yet.
Hmm.
well, he
Even
has
talked to
fucking private army behind him.
well, yeah, that and he even told he was talking to CNN. It's like, no, we shit. I'm like, holy fuck, you're still alive. How is that possible?
All right, last one. I'm sorry. Okay, here we go. So what did Kermit the Frog say at Jim Henson's funeral?
Nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that's a good one. Holy shit, that's a good one.
I mean, there are jokes about trickle down economics, but 99% of the people will never get it.
David, you get it? You get that one, David?
Yes.
And don't challenge death to a pillow fight unless you're prepared for the repercussions. No? Okay.
It's really... Oh god.
So when I have a telescope here, like legitimately have a telescope, and every once in a while I like to go out and take it out and set it up so I can look at like Venus and Mars and the moon and stuff like that. And so one of the kids was like, who's into astronomy? And, he's really into astronomy. So he's like asking me how do stars die? And I tell him it's usually an overdose.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean,
Well, it's-
Hard because sometimes it's a shot in the mouth.
I mean, no.
autoerotic.
That's it.
I mean, we
No
do
matter
want
what,
to congratulate. We do want to congratulate.
Whitney Houston for being clean and sober for how many
Yeah,
years?
clean and sober. I mean, and
Proud of her.
And
That
just
takes-
remember, it was
Yes.
cocaine, not crack, because crack's for poor people. I can't believe she
Yeah, man.
legitimately said that shit. That was legitimately what she said.
Mm-hmm.
God, oh my lanta.
I don't see why everybody makes all these jokes about Alzheimer's and they think it's such a bad thing. I mean, personally, I look forward to getting it because I get to meet new people every day.
Yes. Oh, fantastic. So good.
I mean, your mom or you have or teachers, basically adults when we were growing up would tell you never run with scissors.
Yeah.
Lesbians have it worse because they can't scissor with the runs.
I knew it was coming. I knew it. I knew it. God, can you imagine?
I mean, if you donate one kidney, everybody loves you and you're a complete and total hero, a badass. But you donate 5 and people start asking questions.
We need you, Chad.
Man. Jeez.
Why don't cannibals eat clowns?
They taste funny.
Yes.
You know when you think about it? Wolverine
what?
and Deadpool cannot be circumcised.
Okay.
I was gonna say castrated, but that's also true.
True. Yeah.
Yeah. Nope, they cannot be
Did you
circumcised.
hear about the Pillsbury Doughboy?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, he died of a yeast infection.
Oh God. His funeral is at 3:50 for 17 minutes. See, Colin, this is Colin's fault. This is what
It is.
when you're not able to call in, Colin.
Without calling here,
go.
we're left to our own devices.
This is all you, buddy.
I mean,
And then we keep
my
it
grief counselor died the other day, and he was so good at his job. I didn't even care.
Jesus.
Oh my God. Oh, I wasn't ready for that one. That's fantastic. Woo. Oh man. Oh, that was a good one. Holy shit, that was a good one.
Ah.
Woo.
They asked my phone Siri, why am I single? And it activated the front camera.
Oh,
I mean, I was going to say that one earlier,
it's just that
but I didn't.
so close to home.
Right. The doctor gave me a year to live, so I shot him, and the judge gave me 15. Problem solved.
A man wakes up from a coma. His wife changes out from her black clothes and is irate, remarking, "I can't even depend on you for anything, can I?"
I just read that someone in London gets stabbed every 52 seconds. It sucks to be that guy. I mean, the two worst combination of diseases to have would be Alzheimer's and diarrhea because you're running but can't remember where.
God.
As I get older, I remember all the people I lost along the way. Maybe my budding career as a tour guide is not right choice.
Why can't Miss Piggy count to 70?
Why?
Because every time she gets to 69, she gets a frog stuck in her throat.
I've asked so many people what LGBTQ plus stands for. So far, nobody's given me a straight answer.
Oh man.
I was digging in our garden and found a chest full of gold coins. I wanted to run straight home to tell my wife about it. Then I remember the reason why I was digging in the garden.
One man's trash is another's treasure. That's a wonderful saying, but it is a craptastic way to find out that you were adopted.
Oh, hey.
He's like, hey.
Wait a minute.
Why are you telling me the truth, Johnny?
That's so fucked up. Those of you that don't know, I was adopted. Even better.
Hey, Johnny, can you tell the joke again? Make sure it sticks.
Oh.
Dark humor is like food. Not everyone gets it.
My mom died when we couldn't remember her blood type. As she died, she kept telling us be positive, but it was hard without her.
Oh my God.
What's the difference between purple and pink? How tight your grip is.
You know what's sad is that's the first thing that it came to mind. I was like, well, depending on how you're cooking that person. You know, we still have to make those. I want to make like little posters where you can put like on your bedside or your headboard and everything for the color duration of, you know, a person's skin to make sure, you know, when you're choking a woman that you know where to stop. I think that's beneficial. That's helpful for everybody.
What does an 80-year-old woman taste like? Depends.
That's a good one.
What does a lifesaver do that men cannot? A lifesaver candy do that men cannot? Come in 5 different flavors.
What did Woody Allen's wife say at his funeral?
I gotta go to school tomorrow.
He was a great husband and a father.
Oh.
Oh, fuck.
What do you get when you cross human DNA with goat DNA? Kicked out of the petting zoo.
What was that?
What do you get when you cross human DNA with goat DNA? Kicked out of the petting zoo.
What's the difference between a bad golfer and a bad skydiver? One goes whack, fuck. And the other one goes fuck, whack.
Oh dear God.
Oh, whoa. Oh, my God.
Okay, so
Oh, my God.
guy comes running into the room, sir. We're mining too many useless mineral ores. And Hitler says, mine less than. Then the grammar Nazi bursts in, mine fewer. And he looks over and says, yes.
Oh, my God.
You know, the
difference
only
between a
reason why-
female farmer and Hitler's girlfriend.
Say it again.
What's the difference between a female farmer and Hitler's girlfriend? One bales her hay and the other one hails her bay.
Oh my God.
What did Cinderella do when she got to the ball?
What?
She gagged.
That was it. Why are retired Nazis so good with animals? Because they're veterinarians.
Oh. What the fuck?
When my uncle Frank died, he wanted to be cremated and buried in his favorite beer mug. His last wish to be a Frankenstein.
Oh.
Oh, man.
What's the difference between Neil Armstrong and Michael Jackson?
The kids.
Yeah, I mean, Neil Armstrong walked on the moon and Michael Jackson had sex with kids.
Oh my God.
Why did the man miss the funeral? He was a morning person. He wasn't a morning person.
Oh. Why does Dr. Pepper come in a can? Because his wife died.
I got fired on my first new day of my job, asking customers if they would prefer smoking or non-smoking. Apparently, the correct phrase is cremation or burial.
I mean, come on.
It's important to establish good vocabulary. If you know the difference between an antidote and antidote, one of my best friends would still be alive.
What did the leper say to the prostitute? Keep the tip.
Jesus. Why doesn't Santa Claus have any children? Because he only comes once a year and it's down a chimney.
And to the man who in the wheelchair that stole my camouflage jacket, you can hide, but you can't run.
What do you call a man who cries while he masturbates? A
Wow.
tearjerker.
Oh God. Did your David got kicked out of the hospital?
Why?
Apparently, the sign that said "stroke patients here" meant something totally different.
David, you leave that man alone.
Yeah, I'll do my own shit. When I see names, when I see names of lovers engraved on trees, I don't find it cute or romantic. I find it kind of weird how many people carry knives on outings.
Dear people who don't write capital letters, there's a difference between helping your uncle jack off a horse and helping your uncle jack off a horse.
How is a push-up bra like a bag of chips? As soon as you open it, you realize it's half empty.
God.
Give a man a match and he'll be warm for a few hours. Set him on fire and he'll be warm for the rest of his life.
I can count on one hand how many times I've been to Chernobyl. It's 14.
That's a good one. Holy shit, that's a good one. What does a nearsighted gynecologist and a puppy have in common? They both have a wet nose. How does a woman scare her gynecologist? By becoming a ventriloquist.
Where did
I've got both of the girls in here, and neither one of them made any kind of reaction to that joke. I don't know if you heard it. Did y'all hear that joke? How does a woman scare her gynecologist? She learns ventriloquism.
It's like that could just work.
Right.
Where did Joe go after he was lost in a minefield? Everywhere.
Did you hear about the midget that got pickpocketed? I can't believe someone would stoop so low.
Oh. What do you call a lesbian dinosaur?
What?
Like a lot of puss.
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah, no, I can't say that one.
Girl walks into an adult store. She says, "Hi, I want to buy that red dildo right there." The cashier says, "That's a fire extinguisher, you whore."
They laughed at my crayon drawing, and I laughed at their chalk outline.
A woman walks out of the bathroom, winks at her husband, and says, "I shaved down there. You know what that means." Husband responds, "Yeah, the drain is clogged."
So,
oh, God.
a gay guy and a trucker get into a car crash. The gay guy says, "Somebody call the police. The man just rammed into me." The trucker says, "What the fuck did you just say? Get over here. I'm going to wreck your ass." And the gay man says, "It's okay, everybody. Don't call the police. He wants to negotiate." I mean, indecisive is my favorite word. Actually, no, it isn't. So when Germans arrive at the Charles de Gaulle airport in Paris, the customs officer asks them occupation, and he says 9, just visiting.
Hey, Chris, you're not completely useless. You can always be used as a bad example.
That's actually true, though.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, right here. Hi.
What type of bird gives the best head? Swallow.
Yeah.
Was Barry White? Was Celia Black? Was James Brown? Sure makes Stevie wonder.
Why can't Michael Jackson go
Because
5?
Stevie Wonder is blind. Hey,
Yeah, I get that.
no, nothing. Okay.
Why can't Michael Jackson go 500 meters of a school?
Because he's dead.
Yeah, because he's dead.
Why do walruses love a Tupperware party? Because
Why?
they're always on the lookout for a tight seal.
I'm sorry and I apologize mean the same thing, except at a funeral.
Say again.
I'm sorry and I apologize mean the same thing, except at a funeral.
Oh God, I can't say.
Why'd the
that.
chicken commit suicide?
Why?
To get to the other side.
Stupid. God damn it.
What's the difference between a Lamborghini and a dead body? I don't have a Lamborghini in my garage.
This one?
What's the difference between Iron Man and Iron Woman? One is a superhero and the other is a simple command.
Oh, oh, oh. Colin finally texted me, so we're gonna get a bonus joke.
Oh hell.
A bonus joke.
Is it gonna get any worse than what we've already come up with?
Oh God.
Oh no, this one's so bad. Oh, this one's so bad. I'm gonna text it to you guys. This is so horrible.
I gotta try to find my phone. While you're doing that.
Wow, this one got interesting.
Yeah.
This one got interesting real fast.
Check your phone.
I'll never forget my grandfather's last words to me just before he died. Are you still holding the ladder? Okay.
We should make jokes about women, guys. Period.
Says what to
Right, the one that I just sent you. What's Harry Potter's
Sounds
favorite
correct.
way of going down a hill?
Ow.
Walking. J.K. Rowling. That's Colin, everybody. Hold on. Okay, Colin. So to catch you up here for the
We kind of
last
started without you.
what 20 minutes.
Yeah.
We've been telling some jacked up jokes.
I've been stream all day. I woke up, I did things today, and like I just went right back to sleep. Or like I was like doing stuff. I was watching TV, and then like I just like fell asleep.
So before we get to your joke, Colin, I have to tell this one. This one's so bad. Okay, so I once asked a girl if I could smell her pussy. She said no. I said, well, it must have been your socks then.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh. Wow.
What's the hardest part of eating vegetables?
Putting him back in the wheelchair.
Yeah. Wheelchair.
That's an old one. Yeah, this is what we've what we've been doing for the last half hour.
This is what
Okay.
happens when there's no real sports news.
Right.
You
We
know,
just go off the rails.
I would love to see a director's cut of a porn film because at the end they might actually fix the washing machine. Okay, all right. I got to do Colin's intro here. Hold on a second,
I
guys.
only got one.
Hold on. I have to compose myself. So this week's delayed episode of Joke Time with Colin is brought to you by my lovely wife, Mobile Notary Mindy. She does wills, powers of attorney, medical documents, healthcare proxy, living wills, certifications of trust, assignment of personal property, HIPAA waivers, advanced healthcare directives, and 99 verifications. She's bonded and E&O insured. She has a Facebook page, TikTok. She also has Instagram. She is certified with the National Notary Association. And then there's my dog, who will get the treatment that I promised he was going to get before we started recording. She's also on commission, which means remote online notaries. She will be offering remote notarizations later in June. As a reminder, this is the last weekend in May for our listeners in the Brazoria area. If you have friends who are veterans or families of veterans, she is providing free general notarization work for the month of May. Now, with our due diligence done towards our sponsor, we present to you Joke Time with Colin. And it starts with the screeching of an eagle off in the distance. You can't quite see where it's coming from, but yet you know. Colin, he's got a stuffed eagle with the wings out and everything. Okay.
Really leaning into it now.
He really is. Okay. Hailing from the darkest reaches of my nether regions, it's my genetic code. Here to upend everything that you once thought to be moral and good. To have you questioning your sensibilities. To appease, entertain, and lubricate your eye holes and ear holes. It's that time once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, angry faithful of all ages. It's Joke Time with Colin.
What do you call a dwarf with erectile dysfunction? Microsoft.
Oh my God.
God damn.
I'm done.
Oh my God.
It was better than all
Okay.
ours combined, really.
I know. He always puts us all to shame.
He does.
Hey. Okay. And just like that, everybody, he's gone like a popcorn fart in the wind to bring wrong to all the rights in the world, to bring chaos where there was once peace. It is my genetic code on display and dismay for the world to see. You have been subject to yet another episode of Joke Time with Colin. I'm getting there. Hold on a second. Oh, all right. Here's what Colin is showing me.
That's awesome.
That is fantastic.
It was popping out of the eagle that Papa gave me.
Yeah. All right. You're going to be part of the outro on the show this week, Colin. So just stick around for a second. We need to land this plane, David. We really do.
All right, everybody.
Need to recuperate.
Nerd Sports episode 110. Somewhat sports, but mostly dad jokes at the end.
You said this is what happens when it's a slow sports news day.
And,
It
I
is.
mean, we just end up talking like just all kinds of stupid stuff.
So don't hit the stop button yet. We haven't said our names. I just had a feeling that was on the verge of happening. You were going to go, recording has stopped. Oh shit, we didn't introduce ourselves on the way out.
I'm David Dickerman.
I'm Johnny Skelton.
And I am Chris Jacka.
Thank you
That's
all
your
for
turn.
listening.
Now it's your turn now, Colin.
On Scott.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for watching. Good night.
Peace.